Hello YouTube, this is Krow, and here I have the Full Mechanics 10100 Barbatos Gundam Lupus. Okay, so before I get into some of the key components of it and the aesthetics, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Barbatos Lupus. Essentially, it's a part of the Barbatos line. You know, it comes right after the Barbatos 6 form, and I mean, this is kind of introduction to the second season of Iron Blooded Orphans, and I just loved every moment about every second of screen time this Gundam had. I soaked it all up completely. I won't say this is my favorite version of the Barbatos because the Barbatos Lupus Rex is essentially my favorite as of right now, but I really love this this version of Barbatos. I love the aesthetics. I mean, I just love everything about it. The detailing that you can put into it. I wanted to get the high grade. I might get the high grade later to paint in the final battle version, because that's kind of like what I'm getting into, is the final battle versions of some suits. But for this one, this is the full mechanics. So with the full mechanics, I just went ahead and painted it all metallic. I think there's some parts like the blue is not metallic, but it kind of still shines. The silver, I mean, it's a metallic coating. So the red was metallic. The black is a gloss, and then you got light gunmetal for some of the the weapons. And then you got gunmetal for like the armor and some other parts on it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. Okay, so looking at the head sculpting is really nice. I don't really see many issues. The eyes actually came green, but I decided not to do a green. I just went with the a red. I know it's not picking up very well, so that might have to be something I need to fix a little bit later on. Is make the eyes a little bit more bright red, and I really am I'm not convinced, or I'm not really like how can I say it, I haven't really thought if I want to do like the little eye streak from like whenever he does his final battle with the I think it's the Hashmal. I really want to do that, but I haven't decided if that's something I really want to do with this kit or not, like I did with the Lupus Rex. But this is supposed to be yellow, but I went ahead and just did a gold because I think gold just looks better in the Barbatos. There's not really much else I could say. There's a piece that goes inside here. In all honesty, I think I might have lost that piece because it never stayed in. I never got around to gluing it. So I think it's either in my box that has all the parts for the Lupus, or it's just somewhere else that I don't really know. But that's pretty much it about the the head. There's a lot of panel line opportunities, so I definitely recommend if you're going to go ahead and panel line it, you're going to have a good time, and some cases maybe an annoying time for panel lining. Okay, so looking at the body, once again, like this is yellow, but I decided to do a gold because I think gold just looks better. The top part right here is just a regular blue. Kind of messed up a little bit. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but you see kind of like how rough it is. Apparently the primer I did was like a thick primer of some sort. So it just kind of messed up and made it a little bit more thick with the blue. So it's really not bad if you're looking at it in person, but you really have to like get really up close to find it out. But overall the body has some good movement, like so. You can kind of see the pistons move, but I try not to move them too much because I don't want to ruin the paint job. But overall the body is really nice. Alright, so looking at the arms, we'll start off with the shoulder pads. Pretty much can move up. They were kind of a pain to get on at first, but they're kind of fine. Not really going into too much of the aesthetics, but like this piece can actually pop out if I can get it, like so. So that can pop out if you want it to pop out, like in the final part. I know it kind of like exhausts steam of some sort, but if I can get it back in, there we go. Alright, and then the the arm has some good mobility, like so. Coming up, coming back, going all the way back. Some good opportunity to go ahead and paint inside there, paint right here, paint inside there. Let me just zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Now it's going to come with multiple hands. The hands I have for this side is just the one that's going to be holding. This is going to be holding the weapon, the sword. But you can actually have an open hand. So you have open hand and a closed hand for both arms. But you do need to paint these little parts white if you're going to do a cannon kind of color. If not, I mean, you can leave it blank if you want. But I just went ahead and painted them on silver instead of the white to kind of match the silver paint job I gave it. And then right here you do have some weapons that I normally wasn't gonna. I was gonna wait until like I get to the weapon parts, but since it's already mounted on the arm, I didn't see any reason not to. So this can pretty much revolve all around, and this can move back and forth. But just kind of leave it in one place if you want. But there's not really much else for the arm. I mean, really nice. Got some good panel lining opportunities, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so looking at the waist, you got some front panel, little front skirts right here. You also have opportunity to paint inside here. I've been seeing a lot of green, and I think the green looks really nice, so that's when I went ahead and just decided to go ahead and do green. Paint inside here, gold, which should be yellow. Then you're gonna have these side skirts, which I love. I love these side skirts. I think they're a much better improvement from the 6th form, which the 6th form had them like really ugly gray parts, and I really couldn't get behind that. But these are pretty much thrusters. You got blue. That's really about it. They don't really move too well because of like all the stuff that's in the way. But they can kind of rotate like so, and then come up and down. But realistically, only about that far if they're not falling off the hinges. Okay, so let's just talk about the legs real quick. Right inside here, you get stickers for these parts, these green parts, but I decided to go ahead and just paint those in because I think it looks a little better. You got gold right here, which should actually be yellow. Just paint this black, well, gloss black, metallic, and then the rest silver. So it can actually come up pretty much all the way like so. It has a pretty decent bend right there. Probably can go a little bit more if you kind of mess around with it, but I'm not kind of the guy that likes to mess around. The back skirts are fixated, so you can't really like get too much of a back posability. I don't think it's really necessary for the kind of pose you might put this guy in. And then the side is as much as you can do with like the side skirts kind of get in the way, so realistically you're only going to get like that much. But the feet, let's see, the feet about that much for the feet. This part can kind of swivel a little bit. This part, the front like ankle skirt I guess, or foot skirt, that can move, and that's it. Realistically, that's all you're going to be getting for movements. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the giant sword, I guess mace. I mean, it's, well, not really, I guess kind of like a mace. It's like a bat, like a sword bat. But it's really awesome. I went ahead and just did a light metal with it, just to kind of give it a cool looking, metal, like full, like, I don't know, just like a metal piece kind of thing. I think it came out pretty good, especially with the gloss coat. Now I was thinking about painting inside here green, but I don't know. I think I might just leave it plain as is. But that's pretty much all it is. I mean, it pegs into the hand, like I'm going to be demonstrating some of the next scenes that you're going to be seeing. But it can also peg into the backpack, which I actually didn't talk about, so I might as well just talk about it right now. Backpack's right here. This part can actually move out like so. And then these actually have hinges to where you can like kind of bring them out, but there's really nothing that this kit can use except for something from another kit, like another Barbatos, with the rifle that it has. That can attach to here, and there's also a part that connects it and attaches the weapon to it. However, I'm not going to go ahead and strip my paint because I really don't want to, but this does attach here with a part that does come with it. So with my final verdict with this kit, I honestly think it's really worth the money. I mean, I love all Barbatos kits, so this is kind of like maybe a biased statement, but I think all Barbatos kits have like this really great aesthetic, really great mechanics with it, really great articulation. Just everything about the the main Gundams in IBO really just stands out amongst many of the kind of very similar looking Gundams that we've been experiencing in the past however many years. Especially like the Seed, although Seed is very aesthetically pleasing, I just kind of get bored with the same generic looking frames. So I love the IBO series for giving me something like really new to kind of play with, and something new to really enjoy with the Gundam franchise. And I really hope that they perhaps do something more with the IBO series and not just let it die because the series is over. Maybe revive it with the Build Fighter series, or maybe keep releasing kits through the manga series, and let's just see exactly what kind of new frames are to be uncovered. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to give you a quick review of this kit. I give it thumbs up. Maybe one day I'm gonna work on a rating scale for Gundam kits. But for the time being, I do highly recommend this as a purchase if you can afford it, or if it's one of those kits that you possibly wanted to get but wasn't sure until now. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.